So I always start with the central piece. I don't know if I'm going to keep it, and I try to make it really right in the center. But this is going to be my central piece for now. And then I am going to divide it into 4 spaces. So what I thought I'll be doing this time, I got some of those sleeves. I'm just going to go and just create vines that go around. So I'm going to kind of create the frame, if you will. Let's do a nice little frame around this beautiful mandala. So it's really about also setting my intention for these 3 weeks. So it's a moment of devotion where I connect to the participants and really just connect to each of them and just my intention. How am I intending to show up for them? And this is what's going to define the next 3 weeks, really. So I want to be neutral, don't want to be projecting. So I will be testing my assumptions, connecting with them. It's really also about taking care of myself so I can remain of service to them. It's about, just not judging them, receiving them as they are, appreciating their journey and the trust they put in the container, just being there. And it takes a lot to drop the guards, the protectors. It's way easier to just hide behind our personality, all the excuses we find in life, controlling, people pleasing, feeling justified because it's always been like that kind of narratives. It takes a lot to break the cycle. It takes a lot to take radical responsibility and drop the victim, drop the stories that have served us when we were kids, that have harmed us. Controller, people pleaser, manipulator, overachiever, all those stories, because I don't feel good enough, I don't feel worthy of love. I just want to be me, and I don't even know what that means anymore, because I've just given up. I've just given up to comply, to fit in, right? So it's kind of a space for reclamation. It's a space for acknowledging exactly just that, and I am worthy, I am enough, and I deserve to be loved and without having to make an effort, without having to pretend. That's really what's at stake. It's about, can I just be me? And when people do that, and when they do that and they realize, I can just be me? What do you mean I can just be me? I don't have to pretend. I brought some mangoes. Why not add some fruits to the party? Such a huge realization for people. They realize they don't have to fit in. They don't have to comply. They can just give themselves permission. It's something that most of them have never really even tried. Because when they were kids, they were told, shut up. They were told, be a good boy, be a good girl. And they just don't know how to do it any differently after that. So they go through life, they get married with someone that is going to validate them by their beauty, by their success. And then they just abandon part of themselves, little by little. And then they feel they cannot trust. They feel they cannot open up. They don't even know why. It's just because they've tried so hard to be loved, so hard to be validated. They don't even know what it means to be myself anymore. Don't even know what it means to not pretend. So that's what we do. We give a space where you don't have to give a fuck. When you don't have to pretend. When you can just unapologetically be you. And when you realize you can be you and no one cares. Because that's what it is. No one cares. It's not that people have an opinion. They just want to have their needs met. They want to have their little validation as partners, as friends, as employees, as bosses, all these little roles we take on. Isn't it gorgeous what we're doing with just the leaves from the garden and from the neighbors' garden? It doesn't need to cost anything, does it? It's probably better. I don't know you, but for me, it's something when it's free. I like it more. So, friends, I'm connecting to you guys. You have no idea what you're stepping into. They think they come to learn about breath work and ice baths. They learn how to facilitate others. They don't realize they're already facilitators because they are parents, mothers, daughters, fathers. We're all facilitators, right? So it's very much about, I guess, just remembering that you are a facilitator. You've always been. The moment you had to be present for someone else, your best friend after a breakup. And what we do, we give advice. We genuinely want to help. So we tell them, don't cry, don't be sad. Let's go on holiday. Let's bypass. With good intention, just don't want you to be sad. Just don't want you to feel the pain for a while. So let's get drunk. Let's have mindless sex. And maybe it works for a while, but the body remembers, right? The body remembers what the mind tries to forget. And then comes the big wake-up call. You know what a wake-up call is? The wake-up call starts with a whisper in the body, a muscular tension, and then if you disregard the body, if you shame the body, if you tell the body, this is how I want you to show up, then you know what happens next. Chronic pain, tensions that become so bad. We just want it to go away. So we tell the body, stop acting out. Please, listen to me. I'm telling you how I want you to be. And the body says, fuck you. I do what I want. No one's telling me what to do. And eventually, after suppressing so much, comes the wake-up call. It's called disease. Yeah. So what do we do here? Well, we found the antidote to disease. It's called ease. It's togetherness. It's community. It's just the simplicity of a heart connection with a stranger. It's very important what I just said. Strangers, not a therapist, not a trained person. No. Because if you want to have hope in life, you need to receive the medicine from those who carry it always, all around you. It's just love. The moment you realize that, your life changes. It changes because you start shifting your perception of reality. From seeing things and seeing that the life is happening against you, you realize, actually, maybe it's not happening against me. Maybe it's happening for me. Maybe I don't have to be angry all the time. I don't have to protect myself all the time. How about that for a change? How about that for a little flower here? And that's why you become hopeful again. Hopeful that you can open up. You don't have to protect your heart. You don't have to just close yourself over and over to be loved. And that, my friend, is a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling to feel, oh my God, you say I can just be me? So today we are starting this ceremony of life. The intention, I want people to connect with themselves, with each other, and with life. You know how life manifests? It's joy, pleasure, fun. I want people to have fun over and over. How about that for an intention? So we're gonna dance. We're gonna move. We're gonna share. We're gonna forgive. That's the plan. And from that place, people will start their second life, where they're going to create their reality. They're going to create the life they want to live, abundance, relationship. And you know how they do it? By just being themselves. By realizing I don't have to do anything anymore. They experience something they've been craving to experience all their life. They had experienced it once, but it's a long time ago. It's called unconditional love. The love you experienced when you were so little and your parents didn't care about anything you were doing. They loved you just for who you were. But very quickly, that dissolved into expectation. Behave at the table, get good grades, dress properly. I love you when you smile. I reject you when you're acting out. When you're expressing your authentic self by opposing me, I reject you. So all of a sudden, we really feel we have to work at it. Okay, so we're in a group where there is just unconditional love again. That's what healing is. And when you experience unconditional love from a group of strangers, and all of a sudden you get whoopala, to trust life, to believe. How does that sound?